question, and you have really highlighted a great point. One of the challenges that we face in America, and it's something that I hold very dear to my heart. When I joined the the National Wildlife Federation in 1994, and I first joined the Louisiana Wildlife Federation. It's the largest environmental group in the state of Louisiana. There were 24,000 members. When I joined that organization in 1994, I was really excited about being a part of the largest environmental group in the state. I had no idea that I was the only black member out of 24,000. And I decided to travel the country. I went to California, New York, and New Jersey, and all over the country. And I came to the realization that people of color were not involved in the environmental movement. Though they suffered the greatest impact, they were not included in the movement. But as I dug deeper, I went to the border between Mexico and the United States, and the people that suffered the greatest environmental impact were poor and brown. They were Hispanic. And I went into the large urban communities, the cities, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and the people that suffered the greatest impact from poor environmental practices were poor and black. But one day I made a trip to Tennessee, to coal mining country, and the people that suffered the greatest environmental impact were poor and white. And I came to the realization that the absence in the environmental movement was not based on race, it was based on economics. Poor people who suffered the greatest impact from poor environmental practices were the least involved. They weren't involved. So I set out on a mission to diversify the conservation movement. I set out on a mission to get people involved who had not been involved. So my point is, in order for us to successfully promote leadership in the green movement, we must build from the ground up. We must build from the neighborhood to the parliament. We must build one person at a time, but we must engage a movement that is inclusive of everyone. The conservation movement in Germany must look like Germany. It cannot be limited to certain races, to certain levels of the economic ladder, to certain political parties. The movement can only be successful if it engages people from all walks of life. Some people may think that is virtually impossible, but Dr. Martin Luther King in the 1960s proved that you can build